What up? No reason for me to be on there. Ah, shit. Shit is stressful as fuck. Trying to find a way. Trying to find a reason. Trying to find a reason. Right, coming from that way. Oh man, I just seen a virgin. I'm gonna go and get that. That's crazy how I said I wanted to see some pussy and shit. So I was like, no, I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to get home. Then of course trying to get home, it's always insinuation of somebody who figures they know, but they never ask me ever. Nobody ever asks me. They just make assumptions and assume this is what I would want. This is what I would like. This is this and this. But every time I see something, I take my time and analyze it. So I know or try to figure out what's gonna happen. Right? You put your 2 cents in, and it's like all about what's it all about and shit, right? And first of all, you don't live your life out in this motherfucker for 22 years, not a goddamn thing. Then all of a sudden, out the fucking blue, somebody got an issue with you, and then all of a sudden, a goddamn thing. Then it's the same person is on top of the game with it. So you gotta figure out shit in life so you know what to expect, right? You can't just be going through expecting to get what the fuck you want because somebody peer pressured your ass into it. And as soon as you do that shit, that's your bad. Yeah, I told you to do it, you did it, and that's your bad. You got in trouble for that shit. Not me, not them. Wanted to get rid of your ass. Knew your ass was cocky and would do stupid shit and think somebody cares. Hell yeah, I shot their asses after what they did and find out that don't nobody care. Just like I find out that don't nobody care, right? I'm sitting here, I'm on this thing, I'm talking, and what don't I do? Don't nobody care. But it just doesn't stop me because I continue, right? I'm like, fuck it. Eventually somebody's gonna listen and they're gonna be like, wow, I feel you, but that nigga ain't getting no pussy. Stop listening to this nigga. It's usually how life is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I hear you, that's good. Hey, where your girl at? You ain't got one, huh? Let me walk the fuck over here. Why don't you have one? Because she keeps saying no, or somebody is harassing and stopping me from another place that suggests a lot of shit. Then why they make them suggestions, it don't seem fit, right? You walk outside, you're a chubby chaser, you looking for a chubby girl. Ain't no chubby girls outside whatsoever but skinny girls. You in my same position. Then all of a sudden, out the blue, when you gave up, nothing. All of a sudden, big girls is outside, ugh, eating cake. Oh worse, you just bed down with somebody. Got it. This is your girl now. And as soon as you do, hey, here comes the big girls. Hey, we just touched down from out of state. We looking for any and everything to sleep with. Well, that's that. That's that life. You know that shit. That's how life gets. It sort of makes you think that somebody is watching you, know what you want, and try to prevent you from getting it. And then in the awkwardest situation and positions, try to put you in the same situation. When you notice it, and you try to prevent that shit. And when you prevent it, somebody always assumes that they're correct and never asked you, but they figure they're correct. Then they never put into perspective, maybe this person is lying to me if they did give me an opinion. You see that shit? It's like dating a female, you dating her, and y'all cool, and she asks you the same questions. You ain't playing me, you ain't dating another person. You better not do it, that's wrong. Then all of a sudden, you supposed to be inside to wait for a call. You get a cell phone, and you go to her crib. You gonna surprise her. All of a sudden, you get to the crib, you knock on the door. The mom says she ain't here. She went out with you. And you go out and you find out where they went. And you go over there. The next thing you know, there she goes, cuddling with another cat. And then even uses his phone, calls you up. Hey, what's up, baby? Where them girls that I'll go over there and beat their ass? And you sitting there watching it, and she just plays your ass. And all of a sudden, you notice that your ass is played. She doesn't know that you knew that she played you, and she pops up with the same questions. You ain't playing me, huh? I'll leave your ass. Blah, 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 blah. Then on a contradiction, once your ass threatened, cool, leave, then she gonna call her relatives. Hey, big brother, I never did anything, played him or nothing, and he just broke up with me. What did you? And then it's even a contradiction, right? Them ain't her brother. Those is her motherfucking fuck. Those are the fuck funds. You fuck them, they give you money. Mm, mm. Shit is odd, my nigga. I'm not saying shit. Yeah, I look at the signs and shit, and I figure shit out. I try to, it piss me off. I'm over here at this Bank of One, and I go over here to go ahead and try to withdraw some money, right? So everything's going the process. Do you want this and that? Then all of a sudden, this car pulls up right there, and then they said, "I'm sorry, we're not going to continue your transaction," and just stopped it. Then after I waited, went to the other side. As I went to the other side, this big ass tall motherfucker started walking towards. Then when I pull up at the ATM, some black lady pulls up at the ATM, literally right when I get there. So I get pissed off. I turn back around. Then I'm going over here, and there's cars over here in the drive-through. Then as soon as I get ready to walk to the next ATM, some female stops right there where I'm at, gets on the phone and shit. And I'm like sitting there, bitch, where are you going? She probably turns in. So I probably get to the ATM and I go and check that shit again. Then they let me. Then they allow me to withdraw some motherfucking money and shit. That shit is not right. I was like, pulled out a dollar bill from San Francisco. Like, hey, this is all you're supposed to have in your bank. I just feel like I'm parameter, my nigga. It's just ridiculous. Like, why I feel this way, it's just ridiculous, right? I get off at the park, I'm coming home, there's somebody over there by the park yelling towards me. I go to the major areas to catch the bus. As soon as I get there, there's somebody over there yelling at me. I get to my destination. As soon as I get there, what a coincidence. One of their asses have something to say to me. No matter where I go, no matter what the fuck is happening, it's like being over here chilling. Then I go over here to the Central, and now I'm on blast over there on Central. Oh, You know, then all these people follow me around and shit. Then it's like, you know that we don't look like you. You notice that our people don't look like you. But the way we're acting, and even though they've been here since they was kids, right? You have kids and then you just decided to blah, 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 blah. That's a language to them now. You know what I'm saying? That's the language they speak. And 20 years later, they got kids and they speaking the same language, and you told they stupid ass, you told they asses you got a culture, an island, and people. It's not just us. And they live their life thinking it. And after a while, they got 100,000 people, and they take off to look for this island. Somebody gets told a lie, go across country looking for it. Yeah, the last person that told a story like that, I told him if he sends anybody else, I'm going to put their asses in slavery and kidnap their asses. There you go. We start getting, this is why they told me this story. They told me this story to get me over here to kidnap me so they can be enslaving. Then that's a big ass chip off your shoulder. Now you understand. Now you're just trying to get back home. Then by the time you get back home, you tend to have this weird respect for this person, right? As if you were looking for knowledge, you couldn't find it. Then you get kidnapped in another place and you find this knowledge in another way. So you appreciate this person who taught you this, even though this person had bad intentions the whole way. You get over here at home, and instead of trying to plot revenge on the person that fucks you over, set you over, you're over there, you're trying to impress the person. Look what I learned. And the person looks at you and blatantly states, well, you supposed to be dead. What you doing alive? Then you go home, you check your family, and then now you ain't welcome at your family crib. He done plotted, jumped into your family, got married to a relative. Now he's the big talk in your family. I didn't like your ass, got rid of your ass, you came back, now your family don't like your ass. And then you just living in a rut. You're homeless. You're at the homeless shelter. It's been a couple of years. Then all of a sudden, you fake your death or you tell somebody who's a big mouth that you died. Word gets back to him. He divorces, leaves the family with nothing, takes their house, moves in his family. Now you see your family at the homeless shelter. And they think nothing went down, nothing happened, and they try to come and kick it with you and everything you done worked hard at the homeless shelter to get. They think they got the right to it. And they forgot that they kicked your ass out for somebody else that ain't your blood. And it's the whole point. He ain't your blood. He was taught differently. He backs his blood up. Y'all kicked your blood out. Now you incorporated him into your bloodline. Now they wiping y'all asses out, but they keeping your last name. You left 20 years later, you come back, it's a whole nother culture. Y'all dark-skinned from Africa or whatever the continent's called, you make up a name, then you incorporate some people, you come back 22 years to go to a family picnic, you got nothing but white people there. Bam! Then you find out some friend of the family disowned everybody. Took it as far as to go to court. And it's all right, right? Don't nobody care. Ain't nobody tripping until it happens to them. We're in a pack. We cool. We got each other's back. And then once your ass gets soloed out, stop it. Stop clowning, huh? When we was in a group together, it was all right. Now that you ain't in the group no more, you already know how the group is, huh? Try to threaten the group. Now who was the rider, huh? You gotta sit your ass back, huh? That shit's just weird like that. Everybody's cool with it until it happens to their ass. When it happens to their ass, then they understand you perfectly. Oh, fuck that person. He ain't shit. That's a sicko, dirty motherfucker. He should get shot, beat up, and killed. Then all of a sudden they prove a point to you, set your ass up the exact same way, and then you like, oh, have some sympathy because you know. And then somebody jump in with their opinion, just like yours. Shot and killed. Hey, shut up. You don't even know nothing about this. So all you knew about that other person is what we told you, hearsay, and your opinion was word is born. You called your crew, and now your crew thinks the same thing, and now they told everybody. Equaled it up the whole way around. Made up some shit. Fuck it if you did, if you didn't. Got some people that's gonna talk. Everybody spreading it. Now your ass found in some alley underneath a box, shivering. I can't go outside. I can't go out there. They know me. Then the logic of it is, it's 10 people in a parameter around your ass. A 5 mile radius. Trigonometry. Boom, 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 boom. Each one of these points, somebody decided to move there, walked into the management office and suggested that one place. Seen somebody there, did whatever you could to kick them out. Switch management. I want that place. You know what I mean? Yes, Aaron. We know what the fuck you mean, nigga. Shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That shit is weird and shit. So I've been chilling on this whole little thought and how this stuff was for years, right? Then finally at 18, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to explain it to myself and answer the question. That shit been in there for years, and it's kind of fucked up. Didn't get to go through school and associate, right? Exact same shit. Hey, how you doing? We didn't want you to graduate. We got you kicked out of school. We don't want you at the march. Hey, Black Lives Matter. We literally saying to the TV camera, we don't want that one person there. And it was like, this is weird because I'm pretty sure I wrote it up and shit. And then after you write up a script, there's actors to act it out. But this is the funny part. They got kids. They're not going to take their kid's script and go and make a movie out of it without revising it. Because the stuff I taught you could come out. Then all of a sudden, hey, this is a script you wrote when you was just an infant. We is clowning you and you was a baby. While all these other people at this march is having oppressive feelings from being before the age of 6. Got all the old people who were the groomers harassing you and stalking you from when you was a baby that the cops couldn't do nothing about because as soon as you call them, they disappear. As soon as the cops leave, they reappear as the groomers, and everybody's trying to impress them because this is all they know. And then everybody who knows the truth, let's think about who your enemies is or are. I mean, just think about it. My zodiac, who am I compatible with? Where are they at? Not if they're that zodiac, and definitely not if they're compatible to that zodiac. The zodiac they knew about. Oh, don't nobody like Capricorns. They talk too much. Guess we got to switch it up. Which is kind of odd when people was like, yeah, we Capricorns, and they just sit there quiet. Hey, we Capricorns and Libras. Hey, we ain't got shit to say. You must be an actor because you ain't no damn Libra. The reason you said you was a Libra and I came to kick it with you because you talk. I'm gonna get a rebuttal or something out you, huh? This is the reason I picked you as a friend so you could say something, huh? Hey, you ain't working out, bro. You ain't working out. He was like, yeah, but you done fucked up. The Capricorn, we talked. Hey, don't talk no more. Boom. Switch Capricorn to quiet Capricorn. I don't say words. Like the past. And that's how I was. Quiet as fuck. Didn't say shit to where people was like, why don't you say something? You're just too quiet. To the point is like I'm on 83rd and I'm kicking it there. Then all of a sudden 2 years pass. I didn't say a fucking word, just laid there. Then all of a sudden they pop up underneath my apartment and start cooking crack rock cocaine. I got coke bubbles on my head and shit. I smell like crack. That's the whole reason I got on disability. I just used to just sit there and shit. Quiet as fuck. I remember as a time as a kid, I didn't speak for shit. I say something, y'all swing on me. I don't say nothing, nothing happens. Booyah. And right now it's quiet. It's quiet as fuck out here. Somewhere else where they transferred everybody. Bam! Why'd y'all shut the fuck up? Oh, pretty sure it would be heaven right there, right? Just sitting there, just saying nothing, and everybody just speaking, listening, whatever the fuck. I'm listening to you. I hear you. I'm there talking with you. Ain't no cancers around here. Ain't no goddamn Capricorns. Ain't no compatibility. Then if there are, hey, we associated with some other people. Boom. You're literally not the business. I was like, I understand that shit is cool, you know? Then when I initiate the soloist, boom, here comes the stressing and harassing. And then somebody's just gonna try to write it off as being good. And then all you have to do to test it, well, we have to test to see if this is good, take off and then do the exact same thing to them. And when they try to pull out guns and shit, now hold up. Now, if you pulling out guns, right, but this is me and my Zodiac and we do this. You gotta go find somebody from Canada. Hey, y'all ain't allowed to have guns. This person, your exact same Zodiac, day, birth, everything. He don't do it. He uses words. Exact same actions, different characteristics. That's the whole situation in that situation, right? That's kind of odd, right? But it's weird that I don't adhere to vocabulary words as if in the past I had a good vocabulary, you know, Hard Perry Lovecraft, the Dunham with the white dude from GU on the front. Ugh. Right, and the whole story was that they wrote it and they did not like me. They did not like me and they would not want me to put it in audiobook. Ugh. But I accepted the job and I'm getting paid for this. So y'all basically is fucking up my finances with your personal beefing. Then on top of that, they're older. I am still learning, figuring I can because it says on a piece of paper and it says this, but everybody else is teaching me something different. Nah, I don't want you to, even though I put it here to get it and paid it. Hey, you made this. Nah, this ain't for you. Hey, this is for them. Ugh. Hey, you made this. Hey, this ain't for you. This is mine. Ugh. I made this for me, but yo shit, you made this for them. Then some years later, hey, they said that you did, and you start getting to hate people and you don't like them. Years later, hey, feelings mutual, but I have a job that you somehow created and somehow just parasited out. You're the up son we picked. You don't do shit, you ain't doing nothing. Boom. If out of anybody we have to bust, oh, none of my friends. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, cuz we over here investigating. I want the bus to stop and be late or get there early so we could watch and see what he does. I got a scientific exploration when I was a kid because I didn't understand shit. I never used it to kill anybody. The stuff that they found by the hospital ain't none of theirs. They put it out on the songs. They know it ain't none of theirs, and they have no right to use my right in a court of law, period. And what does foreigners do? Oh, it's too late. We already did. Now you're a foreigner. You know better. You didn't have the right to sue shit in the first place. And if they ain't got the right to use my right, then you damn sure don't have a right to use my right. You know? Then I hear somebody in the background talking shit. But he forgot where he pops up out of life. Hey, kidnap you, pick your ass up, drop you off on a Navy ship. There's some person in the back. If he gets kicked off the ship, we're gonna start an international war. I echolocate. Guess what name pops up? Crackhead. With gray hair, old. Older than me. Last person hop off the ship. How did the zits get there? And what's their mentality? So, okay. Hey, fucked over your life. Shit happened. You had him. Hey. Now stop jumping over me. Because I never gave them permission when they went 10, 10, 10 fertility. And then, oh, the royal government they was working with, oh, we're only paying for 2. Number 3. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit my head 6. 1st March. When is we going to school? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Move here 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, 18 years later. Ain't shit ever changed. Somebody has something to say to me outside. Ah. Statistics. Hey, what's going on? Wow. When I was a kid, when newscasters were trying to become news and suing because of discrimination, they were like, I got an imaginary friend. Go sit in a fucking corner and talk to your imaginary friend, Neglect. Go talk to your sock puppet. Go play dollhouse, Neglect. not gonna ask you questions. I just don't give a fuck. I got a career to worry about. Bullshit, lies, neglect. We could do what we want with ours, how we want. Blah, blah, blah. Not growing up through life. Hey, forgot. Virgin. Hey, it gets worse. Hey, what's up? We learned some shit, federal workers. We retired. We want to claim a tribe. We going out to Africa that's desolated because they killed all them people off because they knew the true royalty over there in the English country. Boom, we gonna act like them. What do we know about kids? Human sponge theory. Bam, if I wasn't a kid, then I noticed these kids acting this way, and then present day acting the exact same fucking way they did as kids, Puto de Africa or any other fucking country. Then off the logic, vasectomies, tubes tied, murdered off, went to the pen, ain't got none. Ugh. We got something to say to you, person we left solo. Matter of fact, learn, we didn't owe you nothing. I don't have to back you up in a fist fight. The obligation is to you, but Dave, I was so young. Hey, who was backing me up? Monkey see, monkey do. Didn't have no backup. Everybody seemed to have backup, seemed to be hard. Talking shit, bitching. It was like, damn, why y'all keep on my dad? The fuck we got to kick it for? We ain't got none of the shit I made for y'all. Showed you how to craft. You can make your own. And I heard you did, and you kept it to yourself. It don't belong to you no more. Because you work at one of them places. Hey. Why would it be quiet at that time? So there was analog. Then there was new digital. No. They said, we don't want you to use our analog. This is our analog. Ugh. Every channel. Hit the digital. You know about the beta. Ugh. Hey, presidential elections back in the 80s. Hey, they upgraded to the digital HD. Hey, present day, we got the digital HD. In the 80s, we had the big box TV with the black and white. Present day. Hey, did the vice president state that it was still 85? When he went to Canada, did he pop up? Right. Well, I got another story. Well, after the room, we popped back into the United States of America. And they said, here's a federal penitentiary cell. Worked my ass up for my book. Came the president. Walked out. After the same reason, it's my job, my stuff. I never hired those people. Same way they got rid of the first prosecutors and the second prosecutors. You listen to the Jaron Benton song when they're like 10:30 just was hit. They'll switch it to a police code. Well, shit, if I'm living in 7:30, then there was a 10:30, 8:30, 9:30, 11:30, and a 12:30. And each one of these 30s was basically tricked to go out of state, help out with a police force. Then those people got shot and killed. Just like she said it, cool and calm. Boom. Just got killed. Boom. It's gone. Hey, friend, we need some help out here. Hey, they get out there. Boom. Hey, we're having another funeral. Another elected official. Another person. Another possible candidate. Another possible, we don't want that venue. We're foreigners. Right. Then we get to the forensics files. That's how FORENSIC. Sick. That's not what they used to call forensics. They incorporated forensics into all them old books. Witness protection, you're supposed to be on it. Oh, they took me from 1980 and went back 6 months to 1981. Hey, did some research, found out since 1980 the hospital been popped up, and right there on the front street adjacent to the house is where Turk got ran over. So we're saying it wasn't there until, right. Now we're getting deeper into this. Oh man, I took this oath, but I don't want to do it. You don't get foreigners, do you? The biggest thing in the problem was after the medical thing where like-minded doctors talked about shit. Let's take Doogie and turn it into Dookie. And then let's think about who were the doctors, right? Now, let's say they were doctors, but they were just foreigners who got to become a doctor. Hey, now they didn't give a fuck about an oath. Some of them, they would be like, hell yeah, I'm on the streets with the hood. I will accept this $100 and inject your booty with some liposuction. Right? And it's all cool and hunky-dory. But they never thought that kids had their own mind. They figured, like an animal, I hear you yelping. I see that you're blood and flesh, but you feel no pain because I don't hear you. Hey, I'm an adult. I forgot to be a kid. Boom. I feel no pain. I don't get you. Then at the same time, hey, this is some fun shit. Bad shit happened to me as a kid. Hey, I want to be this. Sued the doctor, made him lose his license. Hey, I'm going to ask you something. Just read these books, wrote up all this stuff. It's all about Sainter, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I might not like this in the future. Change it back. Boom, so on and so on. Had nobody giving me opinions, helping me with nothing. Nobody, hey, they was all on experimental and black law. You just popped out the room. You know exactly what we know. Ugh. But hold on, here's a bigger problem. Hey, what's up? Tribe. Ugh. Well, you know how we are. And this is why they have reservations. This is why they keep people away from other people. Because they're Moors. What's more? Ethiopian Moor war. People now claiming Moor, claiming Ethiopians. How many people was Moors talking about we want you off this and that? For reasons unknown, I went and worked hard, caught my contracts, got my businesses. Nobody was stressing over it or nothing. Boom, knock you in your head. Everybody younger than you, remember? We killed yours off and got ours. But these are the vasectomites and the tube tied. Or worse, you survived because you did that. We had no choice leaving from our home. Now we're pushing the gay agenda because we have to. We left our wives, kids, and children there for our royalty. Hey, we go over here to the little, we go to the red. Hey, what's up? We white color. We gonna go white, like, wow. Why are you emphasizing the color of your skin on this? I mean, I don't get it. Oh, you ever been in a reservation and chilled and heard the true story? Oh yeah, we killed off your people and we here. Then you have to put the A and B together. Oh, y'all here because the railroad check and that big ass cave full of gold that y'all split up, and everybody split it up, and every single one of those people who split it up got big problems on the present day. Hey, we over here, we royalty, we filthy rich. Boom, Island of the Dead. Boom. Hey, what's up? We gonna do this marijuana thing. Hey, we chased you off as a buffalo. You turned into bald eagles too. We killed off half the buffalo. We killing off the goddamn eagles. Hey, what's up? We Asians. Hey, we're actual identical to fraternal brothers. Four of us. We went and broke up and made four different countries. Two of us on each side is cool as hell, but we seem to have beef between us. Bullshit. It's all about gold, money, and power. Same cave, right? Black and white picture. You got me without a head because my skull called these people who was closely related to me in that time to the cave. Dude put his face on there. It's the guy on the wall in Canada is the guy with the big ass fucking bone. Created the Jewish belief system. Called him over. Hey, I've been there for a couple of 100,000 years. And then they were building the railroad. Hey, my spirit's up there without a head. They took my head, probably got it in the Vatican or some shit. We don't know. Skull. Just like the metal and titanium plating, right? Flooded then, huh? Hey, I didn't make that shit for y'all, period. Then, that's me on the top. I'm doing my dance. It looked like I'm either blood bouncing or Pyru walking or crib walking, you know. And then the person who possesses, or the female who possesses a lot of people, like in the Constantine movie where you see the black wings, look like an ostrich, right? Well, a lot of fat must have turned them into birds, right? Just like lion-looking kid with a long, hairy dick. And they got feathers, look like an ostrich. Reptilians, fat got burnt off, they got feathers. On the wall, wait, let me see. Okay, so you're facing the picture, they're on the right wall, she's on the right wall, boom. Somewhat of the face possession, somewhat of the bird face. Then over here on the left wall, hey, moon, you hear some guy, don't look at him. We're in outer space, like the Rick and Morty real shit. Hey, that same bulb-like spaceship flying over the moon. Right. There he goes right there. Boom. 8-foot astronaut. Helper or son right there. They just space suits with no face till you look at them, right? There he goes. And then who is this little man that they holding down? You got people with feathers, some other people. Now, this cave used to be filled with gold. This cave is now desolate, empty of gold. Now, they killed this old man here. And who's this old man? Their great-great-grandfather, right? Sexual. Ooh. Right? Let's say Beyond was a true movie. And them people was actually goats, and she actually called herpes from smoking sherm sticks, and he's the shadow because I did the remake of it. Where I was the shadow, you dig it? Before the Greek show. And they killed him, I believe. Right there. He was about 400 some odd years old or older, right? They all look alike, right? Everybody got the same features. Big ass fucking forehead, inbreeding big head, right? And all that shit. And that was that, right? So there's my spirit from the past, been there since. Time travel, early 80s, walking into Egypt. and then it goes crinkle, crinkle, crinkle on the VHS, and you literally walk through a time portal into the Nautilus, and then you're out there, and we're at the bottom of the ocean, and it's flat all the way around. Somebody has to shit out these mounds that are now land. Have to make drippers and stuff to produce this. Eat and bake up a continent. They never was together. Only thing was together is still together, and that's the bottom of the ocean floor. And I'm over here baking up the continent. And they're over there in the other continent baking up their continent. Hemisphere 1, 2, 3. Like, if you knew what I was thinking, you would walk and look over and see 3 lights, and at a curved distance, you get the solar system, right? Exactly how Africa was built, or whatever the continent is called, because this big ass fucking diamond showed them how to make diamonds, you know, carbon. Then Dookie all around it, rock face, right? Mimicked everything. That's why it looked alike. It wasn't one big continent. Water. Osiris runs to his coffin. Look how big the coffin is. Starts shitting and pissing. Moses says, hey, y'all staying or y'all going? You know death. Well, if y'all dead, y'all staying. Let's go. Croatoan. Hey, y'all dealing with the aliens, House of the Dead, when they eat Jay, the girl, up in the Young Nudie video with the glasses. Asperger's. Gangster. Blood, yeah, I had to CG a lot of people in. A lot of people are dead. A lot of people transformed. So I CG them in to the video. Then these videos with the African people. Hey, that kid's in that video. He died. Hey, that one video where the kid got long hair. You see Aeon then with the hair longer. This means something happened to them. They're gone. They're not there. That kid, who does he look like? What it sound like? They shot him. He got weak. Guess who that is? Big booty girl. Oh, you could tell by the chest bones. Wanted the real gun. Oh, look at her go, Bernie in the background. Murder. Couple of agents. There go Rabbi. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is before they went to Chicago. She looked like a dude. There go her twin. Look like the man on the ship. Fertility. They would turn into dudes, girls, whatever. Other video. Kids pass away in the plane thing. Hey, Arnold, what's going to happen to Arnold next? Bear Factory. Funeral. Here comes some African cuties. Use their bodies. Took them out the coffin. Wore them. Guns. What made me smile? I'm blind, and they were loving it. And I was like, somebody loves my music. Hey. This was up in Atlanta. Hey, the interview. Cop comes. When he was there before, he said, if I ever catch you smoking a blunt here, kid, I will kick your ass and take your ass to jail. I was happy when he pulled up. That's why we was smoking. I was like, roll that mug up. Got away, right? Was in the trailer park. You don't see eye ducts because I didn't have any, and I'm crying my ass off. You know, Florida. I had the camera in the eye. Before I pixelated it. And then scraping to the bone, right? Some fucking trailer park. Somebody got the goddamn mask on. 2 of the twins. Oh, there was 2 twins. One killed each other. One killed one. Somebody's gonna say, oh, they're all yours. Oh. Right. So basically, grandson popped up, her twin, and she was a nurse, big face twin. And she was like, yeah, these African people came over and they threatening William that they gonna kill him and blah, blah. So I was like, man, only if we could switch faces, right? You know, Daddy Daycare, the one that was off camera, that was William, right? She chopped his face off. Ugh, she's registered nurse, though. Ugh. Takes off my nanny cam, pops it on him, and then bloop, bloop, bloop. So now he has my face. Hopefully you didn't hear it. And I'm his face doing the fucking videos and shit. Right, that one, it was somebody else's face. Ugh. Right. I guess it all stems from the aluminum foam PDE. I think it was Brodinski. You listen to the background and shit is just like that Hello song. You know, because it was all in the same day, in the same night, but, you know, people died, passed away, okay? And then I wake up, I'm knocked out on the couch, and the hello happened, and she came and topped me when she was like, this is Nadia Esther. She tapped my nose, right? Son over here is busting a rap and shit. Then I finally wake up and I walk outside and there's some dead carcasses just sitting out there. Now this motherfucking place was synonymous from the 80s of nobody calling the police doing shit and motherfuckers just turning into dust, getting shot and just turning to motherfucking dust, my nigga. Just the whole decaying process and shit, you know? And so I'm like, look, it good thing we had the dextrose, brain still soft. I'm sorry, shit to get away. Filibusters and shit. And shit was weird. It was all about some money and shit. I made myself look older, taller, whatever. I don't give a fuck what I look like. If I look like I'm fucking 4 years old, I'm only 4 months old, and I got some fucking boots that make me look tall, and I got fucking hair on, and the clothes make me look older. Ugh. And if anybody been around me, they notice after I make that point, boom, I disappear. Then the other one pops in, takes off all that fucking black soot. And it's right there, and it's the exact same person. And disappears. And this is what I did in the afterlife. And this is how I did it in the afterlife. And when you die, you pop up on a planet with red at the top. I died, right? Hit in the head. My 435 deck, because Twist or James Jeffrey's deck was in South Carolina where we did the YFKN at, right? And I had the needle attached to me. And I forgot, and I went to go hug the sun. Get away, no. Poking. Didn't know how to explain it, but knew how to rap right. She got me depressed and shit. And J-Rock and all that. Right, the father took the kids because he knew how to raise the kids instead of, barely don't even fucking know how tall you is. I'm a giant, you're a kid. Ugh. What are you doing with kids type shit? And there was a shotgun. This has something to do with the Rick and Morty people, huh? So he didn't want to shoot. I went and fucked with the gun. He came and brought it. He ain't the shooter. And he had a special piece, and they put gallium or whatever in that shit, right? Because there's some dudes from the army when it was like he's in the infirmary that do dents. Titanium skull, they shot me. They tested the dent. And his words were, so he was taught to make a dent and then make the dent bigger. Boom. Right. So whatever was in this shit, I finally get up. I heal from getting hit in the head with the blackjack. Then all of a sudden, the gauge goes off. But I can still see now. Because when I look to the side, it looks like I don't have a head, but I could see pieces of my brain hanging. And I don't know if I died or whatever, right? It's just picking up pieces in perfect pressure because all that shit is protected by a titanium skull, so it probably pushed my back or some shit, but because I have my neck broken with the big ass On Cooking book after I popped up, got kidnapped here by some fat girl, purchased it, was told I could not get like that July the 9th shit. Oh, that's a different time. This is the first time. July the 9th, 2018. That's the first time. Consent capacity. Promissory note. We're foreigners. You won your appeal. And then everything else. Oh. It tastes like period blood. With the needle. Image of me sitting there, bloody as a motherfucker, shooting the needle in there. Got his little toy. His death box with fucking long ass needles. Guitar strings. I guess I got found. Get the fuck out of here, right? Well, shit, I did. I shot somebody with a gauge. Then I had an image of me sitting in a house wearing a blue shirt. Then I step outside and get shot, right? And it's pissing me off that I'm trying to get on with my life. I'm getting it. Then you're telling me as I'm trying to get on with my life, get on with it, here comes some kid who thinks he knows when he ain't even got experience and And then it's like, I gotta start with it's like, no. There's an oil thing right there. Fuck living it again. I'll switch it up for someone else. It was like, hey, you don't understand? How do you figure somebody's gonna understand your ass? You don't want to listen? Ain't nobody listening to you then. But I done went, yeah, there's a couple of hundred people that went through the same bullshit, knew the exact same shit. You seem astonishing. It's been 46 years for me since I thought of the exact same thing. I'm not even gonna help you out. Go ahead, kill yourself, huh? All right, I told you, huh? But me, I had a golden skull. You had a titanium skull, huh? That's how smart I was. And then they robbed me from shut up, don't even say no. And he starts running after me. Yeah, kid. And after that shit, and he starts singing a rap. But he's singing it. And it's all the same stuff. And what a coincidence. They put it in my hand and I do exactly the exact same shit. But I do it from the island. Bam, went to go grow some weed. Well, not weed, I grew herbs. This is why the dude got across with so many pounds, because this is not weed, and he had a herb dealer license. Booyah! Why he was holding me at the stadium, why he would not let me go. Because around you, So I don't owe you nothing. Boom. Plus everybody got head brain injuries from the cars that y'all had manipulated. Yeah, well, and then I went out there and he handed me the same Tootsie Pops y'all see when y'all walk into the dispensary. Boom. And I was like, what I'm supposed to do with this? I thought that you're supposed to put this in the ground how you want it. They was like, no, you're supposed to eat it. Then the big ass bulb and spiders come and grab you. But I'm dying of metal poisoning. They pull me up in there. I go into prosthesis for sitting there for so many fucking years or months bored. I learned how to go into a comatose type state and shit. And then I astral project out of that comatose state. Now I'm astral projecting. He sees the spirits and starts teaching me how to grow marijuana. Boom. Then all of a sudden, after vibrating at a certain amount of time, I become physical, finish the marijuana shit, get back home, all this shit, get kidnapped, brought over here. Then I got metal in my bones. I don't know how the metal got back into my bones. Now I'm sitting here. Somebody kidnaps me, brings me to this fucking cottage that looks just like the houses out here, as if they was the motherfucking architects out here. Then turns on this big ass magnet. I am compelled to be on my knees until I turn black and turn into dust. You forget where my body is with a whole bunch of fucking spiders. So the ball from that person, she comes in, squirts in the bowl, bloop, 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 picks the kid up, puts him on the island of the dead. Glook, 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 glook. After the kid maxes out, dual islands. Hey. The islands of the dead, right. And just think that little ravine is that big ass ocean from one island to the other island. Ding! Puts me on there. Now this kid knows everything that I know, plus what they know. Who they know me as? Well, after a while, I kept astral projecting out because I'm a physical person, a being, but now I'm a zombie. I turned Scooby into anamorphosized Scooby. Boom, everybody's on the island. Hey, if you notice how all my kids got to the island, well, all the double-crossing kids went over there to that area over there. And the shit. Invited them earthlings. Invited their asses to the island. They came to the island and they got eaten. You know there's footage. You know they're waiting for to bring it out, right? You can only be a zombie for so long, 100 millionth to the negative 100 million, and you turn back into a human being. You don't want to become a vampire. You'll eat that up so quick. Boom. Werewolf is where it's at. You become a werewolf, hey, you could get transferred after you die into somebody in 1915, wherever. You die there and you get traveled into 2085. Boom, 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 boom. That's the problem with being a werewolf. It's a like-minded situation. Of course, nobody believes that shit, right? So when I did the thing, I was a young judge, CNN making of the FBI. He's talking about moots. You hear me. Hey, when I did the thing and got my badge, I learned a lot of stuff about these agents and what they did and what they learned and how they learned it. Then I found out about pacts and worshiping and all this other stuff and how to get it done and make it really happen and blah, 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 blah. And astral projection is one of them. But then you must vibrate for a long time to pop into the physical. Right? So you could be dead and just pop up out the blue, boom, because you've been doing the exact same thing for constant, like, right, people's like, all right, I hear you, I'm gonna be right behind you, succubusing and incubusing. Right, and then succubuses and incubuses pop up and be like, I want that. Simple and plain. Somebody stole my lighter. No, you cannot stay here. I will not harbor. What was told to me, hey, we just came back from prostituting. But not as in, we're walking around, but as in, hey, got what I wanted. Ugh. Kiss. Right. So I had this daydream. Listen to it. So from the twist mama, the man got out for doing 25. So the prosecutor, right? So there was a prosecutor. Who was that? It was Bill or William. Either way, they must have been identical twins. Man, this is madness. That's the father. That ball was in the needle. That he never slept with me. Ugh. Boom. The reason he wasn't a prosecutor is because if you notice the Twist Mama case, hey, there was no sex, no evidence, no nothing. But the prosecutor did his job and put somebody in jail for 25 with the L. Then the next time it was him, there was no evidence, no blah, 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 no blah, blah, blah. But the prosecutor prosecuted and put the person in jail for 25 with the L. Now, what a coincidence that everybody that got put in jail for 25 with an L happened to be an undercover agent with the local FBI agency. Everybody's in dabbling in from dual citizenship with Canada, 56,000 roads and sidewalk fixing. Somebody piled up a field talking about some $2 million. What belongs to the individualist does not belong to the world or to the us. And if it did, then you wouldn't be able to work because none of your patents and trademarks will belong to you, period. It will be belonging to the boss. You stole from me, taxes, you paying me back. Boom. Now, who's throwing a monkey wrench and y'all paying me back? Ugh. I could go over there and still work and still get paid, huh? Ugh. The best 25,000 down janitors. So I could find out who ate my food. So how do you got a knowledge if you guys use my accreditation in something to learn this? If the older people wanted you to go to Canada so they could trap you, eat you, beat you, slice you, boo, boo, boosh, boosh. You notice when you're a kid, hey, I'm a juvenile diabetic. Hell yeah, I want some sugar. Hey, we're in culinary consensuality. Then with a couple of CG flicks. And then right when we got off of the 3, this is what happened. Bam. Yeah, I'm ready to get on. Just got done giving birth to that ugly thing, and that girl right there, the fat one, is the probation officer. Right. And I'm older than the big booty one too. And I'm older than the man who's playing the dude. And then bam, look at the younger one. Bam. And then we all know who he is, or the mother to this guy. And this is a special house in this one, because this one, with a strange energy, you could actually cause everything to plop out. There's a reason houses are built a certain way. It's the energy thing. You build it a different way, you'll be upside down when you wake up. I'm just saying. Nobody gets into that. Nobody worries about it because it's illogical. We don't teach it as logic, so it is illogical. Unlogical. But hypnosis is real. I just hypnotized you to pick him up using some board and feather shit. Now that I got you doing that, all I got to do is say witch, waiting till the right person pops up. I am a descendant of the ancient witch hunters. I will kill you. Right. The car in Hardcore Henry. The man in the movie, the king in that one movie in Jerusalem, or it's a Russian guy or something. That car means something. Somebody made me a bet that I would not get this car to cross customs over there. So Hardcore Henry, I was testing my products. Felt bad for the cops. Had a flak jacket, made them a full body flak jacket so they could at least be safe. Because in that place, they actually have the right to shoot a motherfucking cop down if they feel threatened. Did you not get that? Word is born, that shit is legal there. Boom. Obviously, they didn't give a fuck who these kids was, but they also have brothels there. Boom. Hey, I had to CG a lot of shit and make everybody look older than they really was. I was out there kicking it with the kids. All of a sudden, I turn around, post-traumatic stress syndrome, not disorder happened, and I seen the fucking truck. So I hit the strongest one. He fell down. The other ones followed. They're not in trouble or hurt. Boom. Talk to somebody I know. He took my lighter because he knows I'm a fucking kid. Whew. Get to the server room. Oh. Why does everybody got service? We want to get rid of in the boxes, there was 140 motherfucking $1 million, but that's their money. Booyah. In each of them. I was a hoarder. Then the server room. Well, this guy just committed suicide outside. Bam. I took his body, put him up there, and made him everything. So when he was chilling, he was the only person that had ever been inside a fucking video game. As if he was like, I had a dream, this is a blessing. Ah! Right, because I had this pink girlfriend that's in that one game, boy. That girl hot. Put the Bears up in the South. And it was basically just training. Hey, afraid of heights. Hey, parkour, did all that shit. Hey, what are you doing here with my daughter? You said she wasn't here. The dude is up there. He was like, hey, I get this. You're going to have to give me some of this. Like, oh, this. Nah. Like, hey, take it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He shot what he wanted. Right. If you ever find one of the server rooms down, because don't touch it. Or you did it, hey. This was after we took all the radiation out of Chernobyl. So at the end of it, we noticed we sitting here on the bus. One of my beautiful daughters is sitting here. She wants to go over here to Canada with her man. I told her, she go to Canada, you're going to get ate up by some fucking zombies. We go in here to this VHS. The beautiful girl is a motherfucking zombie just sitting there thinking about it. Oh, shit, he was right. Oh, fuck him. It's all chronologically put. Every single thing in the movie, most people just CG faces over it because we can't tell what faces they are. You would understand it if you understood it, but you don't understand it, don't worry about it. Yeah. Then from that shit, it goes from worse to good to worse. Right, doing something over here in Siberia, just testing stuff. They take over my stuff. That's my son. He's fucking weirdo. Boom, boom. House of the Dead. You see all your brothers and sisters and shit. Twins, fertility, blah, 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 blah. You notice how they all got the new hundreds, new 20s. It's like, oh yeah, we just CG'd this. Nah. This has been money since the 80s. Hey. And that's what they did. So, Snowden, get to Snowden. So I credit the internet. Everything to do with digital, had to do it, did it. Hey, patent trademarked NSA, put it down there. I'm sitting here talking to Scott. Next thing you know, in the background, this strange machine that was built in the past, which is a time machine, you dig it? And whatever you say in front of it, they will read it in the past. So any idea, they plan on trying to steal it, all right? Got done with it so quick, exactly. Sort of felt bad for the people that got out the service and wanted to wear their clothes, so I allowed them to do that. Right, that's the chip. Son, he's a janitor. Go figure. Has all the clearance in the fucking world. Bought him everything. And she used to be beautiful. This is all a true story. Everything in it. Hey, I was 4 months and 10. I was 4 and 10 months. Go figure. Fucked up on the knee on a small bunk. Computer chip. After that, we went over here to let me in. Came a vampire, investigative reporting like a motherfucker. You see all them kids over there. They all got to be in the movie. Scarlett, hey, she was the one that was acting. That's the name I gave her. And if you notice in the background, back to the hardcore Henry, hey, who's the girl? Ain't no girl in the back. You dig it, right? Right, hopefully the kid's all right and everything's going good. So they all chose to act, made her do the role, added her in. I was the actual fucking vampire. Kid was tripping on whether to become a man like Arquette or not. Boom. Oh no. Like at the right. Oh no. So I had the lady across the way show the titty. Boom. Show her, make it fun. We all know that man is gay. We all know that's his good. Right, so she could understand it and still be, I had to learn it quick and stuff. Did the movie, did things. What got me interested in this place was the odd shit over here at the base. Nanny cam, compiled the nanny cam. Asked the guy to turn them into ones and zeros. Found out the eyes, could see through the eyes. What a coincidence. I chose the wrong footage of the same movie, but it was actually raw footage, or real footage that was stuck on the nanny cam. Oh. So I jump into the man's eyes. He became a vampire just like it showed in the movie. Jumps up, runs. Last thing I see is B13, some shit at a railroad crossing. Boom. That's how fast he was. Stopped it. If you see through my shit, he has he's like, I'm getting you back. All right. Same cabin, he ripped it in half. That's the same cabin at which was the power plant. His money was on the card. Electricity is on. I did not leave with any Canadian money. Did you not remember the crabs up in this, that was Canadian money. Look at how much money of it. You know what I mean? Hey, I didn't know no better. Go figure. Then they have my balls out there as grown people doing they fucking work and shit. Hey, you want it? Fuck you. Hey, I didn't give permission with this. While people was like, oh, this is a kid, we'll just get rid of him. Take his ball, make a couple billion, and then, hey, we got people for the war. No, no, no. That's what technology and everything is here for. Hey. Plus, it's all fake anyways. You invest, you get a chance to do that. Hey, I invest, I silt it. Go figure. At the same time, got to see a lot of shit. Like, hey, you know, it's on the populace, and you trying to get my populace to fakely kill each other on some bullshit. Well, they was afraid that Canadians would come, kidnap their kids, take them to Canada, and then porn. Turn them into hoes or some other shit. A lot of people had vasectomies and other shit. They used to be kids and grew up. Hey, all these foreigners. This is why you don't see too many females, or they do, but they don't, because people would target the females. Them is the people that's going to make your babies. We're going to target them. Hey, you guys are fighting against us. We're targeting your kids and we're targeting your women. Ugh. If they're out here with you, anything to hurt you. And you invest, you go over here and you're underneath there, you see all these bodies and you're like, what the fuck is this? And does this look like a fucking, because we play Big Bang. I was like, hey, wow, you want to play Big Bang, take Little Bang? Put the little egg on there, boom, everybody walked out. So when I hipped on a hip hop site and put their God's or God's wife's name, then all of a sudden it's, there's actual places in the world. It's like, we take this shit seriously and we'll chop off your fucking head. And just like you watch the news and it's like, oh, there's all the U.S. and there goes Color Gary. Oh. And now they're selling footage. Oh, it said McCall. Oh, Florida 4. The kid's name was McCall. Who helped me out? Right. And I couldn't be like, oh, yeah, I'm blowing your cover. You're the FBI agent, one of the first ones that got to hold a gun. Ah. All these little black kids and white kids shit with guns and shit. So it sounded like I was a little racist and said, you people. Just writing a book for investigative reporting, huh? Went as far as to the origin of HIV, which these people seem to have shattered on. They must have been from Congo. Turned it to the origin of AIDS. You still hear me and all that good stuff and you're using my footage, but they switched it from the 40s to the 50s. Then they're trying to subtly miss the whole Belgium, Mussolini, Leopold switch. Belgium, Leopold, Koprowski from Belgium, the Belgium Congo, and then, hey, Philadelphia, Belgium Koprowski to the Congo. But hey, from the Congo Pride. Look at what they allow us to do to you. You still yelling U.S. Fuck that. I'm the one that's doing it. I'm not the one that's accepting it. You already received it. They just don't tell you. And they don't give a shit. It's like, well, black law, you're an animal. You ever live like an animal, you still don't remember that shit. I still don't know who you is, but I know, hey, fertility and all these goddamn kids. Then you telling me they didn't have to, but I have to. Huh? Nah, we ain't got to. We ain't. I can't stop them on that, but you have to. And you is. Or we gonna put a foot in your ass. Huh? And then it's all fucked up and cold when it's like, oh, bitch, I ain't your parent. I ain't leaving you shit when you die. But hey, I would like you to respect me and do what I want. Because my friends ain't going to be my friends anymore. It was just gullible kids, right? Everybody was gullible. Sooner or later, they'll get that shit. It probably takes a lifetime to gain sanctor on a lot of stuff, especially when the logic of it is you're who I'm supposed to look up to. And then, boom, right at that particular moment, you was like, well, I didn't know that shit. Hey, let me get them out of here real quick. Y'all have a nice day. Let me get my sandwiches, coffee up. But I do know what you need to know. Now, this stuff is new to me. And everybody in the block knows about it. Hey. You didn't know they had a block party every fucking night? Right, and I noticed one thing growing up, how gullible people was. They would dog out their own and try to impress people from other places. That basically say, I was taught this since a kid and I don't like y'all, period. But look at you, you are impressing me. You are dogging out your own. Oops, got you over here now, you're stuck. Hey, guess ain't nobody gonna help you, found out you did it. Come on, Mom, please. Nah, after what you did and then that, you wasn't even off of drugs and you stole from me. But I had to get friends. They said if I do it, I get friends. You know how friends is. You need friends to survive. Now I need you to come all the way across another country and pick me up. Why don't you ask your friends? You ain't gonna hang up on me. Boom, I told you they ain't gonna hang up. You didn't know that.
They set your ass up and put you there when they made friends. Ah, now you at our house, you at our friend's house, you get out of line. Ugh. Then they move into your crib and tell you exactly the same shit with that submissive shit. Ugh. Then somehow they trick you into going out there. Ugh, you out here, haha, got you. Ugh. I think the first time I got tricked like that is when this person looked it exactly like them, but they was older. And even the white guy looked it like them. And I believed it, and they stuck with me until I agreed to their agreements, manipulated. And then I was left out in Africa. Ugh. And they picked up some African dude and brought him to the States. Hey. Then after that, I believe they took off and went somewhere where nobody could find them. Ugh. Now let's think about it. Hey, we kids was growing up. We out here because you was out here. Who is that again? You listen to us. First time we went out there, white guy hold me. Kids popped out of the fucking ground, dirt, and grew taller. Who's like, so you didn't get him out there? Why then? What is this commercial with him crying in? You know what I'm saying? Beautiful big-headed skull. In this Nova Scotian man. So let me see, try to remember. Hit the ground, burning sun. Hey! Rich, light-skinned people, lady in black getting ready to go to Canada. Dude pop out of nowhere, Gage. Then where am I at? Am I at this man's house? Is he waiting 6 days for somebody to go? Then he could do whatever he would want? And just down the street, what is happening? There's a man laying there dying with no face. And there's a bunch of agents that's something. I'm gonna break the law to get this extra, 'cause it's fun. But they already clowned. They gave these same people fake badges. I'm starting to get the whole mind regurgitate, right? One life, then you remember another life. Tap, ugh. Now you get to remember this life. All right, oh nah, just move to the side. Tap, ugh. You forgot that life. Oh. They just pushed it back, right? Doot, 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 doot. To Durham. Hard fairy Lovecraft, right? What's the other one, right? There's another one. He's like, he just got out the penitentiary and the old man standing there tapping him in the nose and he on the right side. Why the man didn't go to the right side? Oh, man used to be a woman. Ah. Then once you fuck with the right side, then they start fucking with your right side. Did anybody just get injected in the arm and it just hemorrhaged? Cause my motherfucking left arm No, yep, my left arm is fucking hurting. And they did that shit on purpose. Right. Went to the doctor. This lady just bloop, 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 pulled out some blood. Everybody else, I don't like you. Worst case scenario, hey, you started this for doctors to talk. Hey, we're from Canada. We were illegally not supposed to be here, and we turned into something different. Hey, you didn't know that happened to me. All right, great. This is what I need. Hey, it's too late now. Well, look at the paycheck. We're getting the medication. Here goes some bullshit. That been denied in the FDA here in the United States years ago. No Prilosec, no lidocaine. Hey, Prilosec, you know citrus acid? You know orange peel that can clean a wall? You dry it up and make a pill and swallow it. What do you think Prilosec is? Hey, why would you give that to a person that's asthmatic? Smells like Dookie. I don't know why all these clothes laying around. You know the time, the day, the sound. Okay. This is bad. Started closing some of this shit. Pissed me off, my nigga. I had my apartment for like 7, 8 fucking years. Nothing, nigga. Every time I pops up, somebody got something to say, suggestions. I'm gonna say it. It's a Virginia cake. Tell you the truth. These words mean something to somebody who's been using it for thousands of years. Only alone. There's just too many pieces of paper. It's not organized. That's all. You got 15 things on the ground, and it looks like clutter. Is it clutter if you put them 15 things in sequential formation? No permission from me, just suggestions from foreigners. And these foreigners didn't have no right to do that in the first place. For they thought, if it's you, which I was manipulated, coerced, then found something good, they figured I was gonna put money out on people. Ugh. I just utilized the shit that was around and did the best. So it was like, y'all been out here so long, didn't do none of this. Ugh. But then once somebody makes something of it, you pop up and be like, hey, this is ours.
Nah, we ain't gonna give you no money. Then after a while, we took it. Then you point the finger and look. The person you paid beforehand. Anybody got a line? Investigator, kill him, huh? Give him that good option. Take it down. It's like, hey, you stole that. I seen how much of a burden it was, and once they did that for me, boom. You want to survive? You gonna give him that. Like, you ain't tripping over 100 son. It's like people was like, I was like, man, well, you know, you just got $1 million grant. I don't know who paid it before. Oh, nobody. But the present day, they was like, shit. Sure wish that nigga was on. I'll be generous, right? I'll be like, hey, I don't like this person. Ugh. It's like, hey, applicable by law, I can't give you no grant because you ain't gonna be no terrorist. And, oh yeah, I wouldn't be held liable for it anyways. Here you go, you just got it. And if you do plan on doing any of this stuff, you would automatically lose it and get put in a penitentiary. Simple and plain. Ugh. You want to start a criminal organization? Bam, bam, bam. No, just write it off. Just write it off. Hey, hey. Ain't that some crazy shit how people can manipulate and there is nobody to tell any different? And then they say, we don't care if you's a kid. We'll put you in jail for the rest of your non-existence. But yet, hey. See what I'm saying? They'll put you in jail for a long time, but when you get 18, you get presumptive, minimum, substantive. I just don't want to talk to you. Get out of my face. Ugh. Then it's like, ooh, we waiting for that person with the money. Did the kid come through here? Yeah. Came through here trying to talk and say hi, so I threw him in jail forever. Right, because that was the person with the money. Oh, shit, hey, kid, what you doing? Boy, I had to teach you the truth and how it was. Now give me some of that money so I can put you away. And it's scary. Nobody understands that shit, how scary that shit is, right? Now I got to act and play fool just to survive. Everything I'm running. Ugh. Hey, somebody check to make sure they ain't running away. Ugh. Hey, he's running. He's running. Ugh. Why do you... Hey, I mean, I didn't have no friends. You was the only one around. I'm glad you kidnapped me. Now, if you tell me to go, I'm gonna start running. Hey, good thing you told me. Put him in handcuffs. Let's go get him.
Just took my time with it too. Finishing my protest. My protest on injustice. Sort of like that boss thing. I was like, wow, that's crazy how y'all set me up and all this shit. Yeah, well, you know how I go. No, I don't. It was like, hey, those people you didn't have no problem with. They were your friends. They made sure that they did terrible, bad things. Like what? The same stuff you busted him and hit him in the face with. Ugh. They did the exact same thing. Yeah, it's on tape right now. Look at, they're in the house watching, laughing at it. Ah! And then you start noticing you have the attitude. These are my friends and people, and you show them the truth. Ugh. Shh. And we take a step back and get off the property and we take off walking. They don't know that. Then they pop in. Aha! Hey, sourpuss, boom! What you doing up in here? You supposed to be getting out of here. Hopefully you did good, right? Don't give him no reason. Hey, I'm gonna let you get away with it, my dude. Now, I don't care what you did. Now, you notice that it can still hold against you that. And if you happen to do some bounties and find out it's all about bounty hunting to get paid, hey. It's like, look, we allowed you to get away with it so it could be a private thing, all right? It's been 10 years, you're still doing it. Bing, gone forever, and I get paid forever, huh? Yeah, you won't know it and you won't even think of it because it's not taught to you. You know, hey, this is a lie. I'm not going to tell you that I'm lying. I'm going to tell you I'm telling the truth so you can believe that I'm telling the truth. Then after you believe that truth, after a while, statutes of limitation happens. You can't do shit to me anyway. Then after that good truth and so on, I finally just get tired of it and tell you, you guys just passed that in legislation. I'm not even a legal citizen here. Somebody just picked me up on the corner of the street and told me to sit in there. And now my cousins are sitting right there. The motherfucking murdering hit squad that kill off countries and continents. You know? Doing a lot of shredding. Shredding, decluttering. Snatch up the wires. Of course, they have copper in them. Wouldn't that be an automatic bend sensor? Since it's already in between breading and stuff, then what, you would just need a stiff something to glue it on and some sensors to read it and then bend the wire and see, hey, it's just, I don't have to make this out of some tape foil. Hey, cut that wire for me. It's around some tape foil. Yeah, I just did. You know, I used to be quiet when I was younger. That was pretty cool. Right, they don't wipe their asses. But somehow I couldn't get a fast food job, and hey, your fingers still ain't been washed, but you just touched the food. Oops. Just listen to the keywords. Custom, tradition, your tradition, our tradition. But hold on, our tradition was just made up because it was fun. Exactly. I don't remember being a kid ever worrying about some Christmas, birthdays, holidays. And we was not Jehovah Witnesses. As a matter of fact, there was no Jehovah Witnesses. because it feeds to people's sicknesses, right? Right, right. But in this house, this is what we do on a privacy neighborhood. Right, wires keep on bending and getting tangled, and I could just see this image of some hella dark person just pulling and pushing, and then all of a sudden it just feels so entangled, like it's a spell. Freaking witches, huh? I hate witches. If I knew how to do witchcraft, I wouldn't care, because then I wouldn't know how to do it, right? Ugh. Nope, just the annoying ones. Like, hey, don't make me your issue. There's some dude you like over there. Keep on liking him, because that's the target. Right, because you wouldn't be able to hurt another witch unless they lost that bet, and then it's like, what? Flames. Same should have been happening for 100 and some odd years and stuff. Nope, that's fibromyalgia. What's voodoo? What is somebody sitting there with a voodoo doll? Ugh. Thinking of somebody's need, then all of a sudden excruciating pain comes from nowhere. Ugh. And at the same time it happens, the only thing you can hear is wood being carved into with the tip. That right there is some unreal shit that you cannot explain. Trying to explain it would be even harder. But once you get the logic of it, then you could definitely understand what's going on. Sam. Words equals words. Sam. Right, but it wasn't for me. It was for somebody else because, hey, you didn't see that what we already seen. It was like, obviously, if I missed it, I wasn't tripping on it. Right. Then the time changes. What are we gonna make in a daytime? Who are we gonna take? Are you taking mine? Once again, I didn't wanna make that line. We all just sitting here, smoking and drinking on beer. 'Cause in our life, in 2 times it changes. And what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying, yeah. And in reality, yeah. You ever just been numb and shit? Of course you haven't, cause ain't nobody there. Unless I put sexual fucking or something on there, then there goes one sick motherfucker out there in the world. I just had to see it. It was an accident. Had to check, huh? Just a little thought. I think this is a possibility. I need to test this. It's just been a long, numbing time. And right. Hey, your ass is too big. Hey, that's the place they used to bottle the 70 watts, homie. This is a blessing to y'all. Y'all want it, bow, chicky, boom, boom. Hey, I just got paid money for burning your ass. Ugh. Treason to the state and aggravated assault. Ugh. Now you got to prove that was your strict intentions, right? Turn on VT. That's Wiz out here. Yes, this is us Wiz out here. True intentions. Welcome to the next music. Oh, Aaron again. He's out there. Look at that. Girl, what you doing sitting there? Just told her husband and she's a lesbian. I made it that way so it could be logical put. Don't have the beats around now in the bush. You know, there's just been time for us to think about it. When 1, 2, 3 happens, what are you gonna do? I don't know no more. It's time to get a room. Where my blunt at? Damn, I wanna roll up a blunt now. So extradicating right now. I'm scratching. My hand hurt like somebody just stomped on it. The right one. Right. And then while we getting it, then up, stop. Wasn't for me. Boom. Let me get on. Stress with the stress now. With the flow is right there. And it's like, if I spit poetry, I want you to understand it in the way that you can. Right. Hopefully you're the type that does, because you know mildew don't smell like mildew when it comes from the human. Have y'all thought about mildew cleaner instead of Raid? Why y'all? But I say now what he did not want to, but him said it anyway. Hey. You didn't actually put bleach in there, you ain't dead. Spray it 2 times, see if it works. Why? What is what's happening outside have to do with me, period, right now? You see what I'm saying? Another setup? They must be the police roaming the streets looking for someone. What are we gonna do? Oh no. Ain't got shit to do with me. I'm tripping over here smoking on whatever I can. And to feel the anxiety. Damn, my nigga. Does anybody need a Xanax? Hey, you know what really pisses me off? Hey, you didn't raise them to be that way. And the only time we allowed you to is to do that. Then for somebody to pop out from a place in a continent that does not allow whoring or get kicked the fuck on to the get the fuck on. Then them manipulated into whoring. Nasty, I say. May them all get what them deserve. Some dingling, huh? That's all they want. Hopefully it's clean. Or what exactly what they have. Boom. So when they was like, hey, then why don't we just date and shit? Nah, the only person looking out for somebody is the one we ain't looking out for. And then at that particular moment, as soon as somebody's looking for me, I don't want your ass. I just want my kampoo. Trying to get the Dodie. Right, but this was good. It was already Drenai. It wasn't like, Moss. Didn't have to microwave it. Didn't have to put a little juice in there. It was perfect. Didn't have no flavor, like as if it was, just that Ruby Dookie, huh? I shouldn't have to spend no more than 20 cents for this bag now. Shit. That's when you eat it. You don't eat it. All the days I chose to take a shower and cut my motherfucking hair, my nigga. I need to plan a trip to somewhere land where the time and the jewels look right. Somebody swallowed a loogie right here. Then somehow your brain just swallowed one too. Because it went down your throat because it says 0 there. But for some reason I figure you're listening. I get tired of when the females used to be females and turn into the dude, and then I thought I would come over here and put in a little effort. Why don't you turn back into a female and do that? Now this shit is getting weak, bro. This just tastes like weed. Tastes like weed. Hey, cut him off them habituates and shit. Let him flip back and we'll track his ass. Put him on a track. You already hear him giddy and shit. Happy as fuck to be out there. Still resent being kidnapped by the 5% back in the day after boot camp, boy. We want you to turn into a girl and marry this dude. Got the kids in the background, everybody eating dookie cabbage. They probably hemp China on the game. You try to bite into lettuce. It cuts in your tongue. It's like, hey, I got some Coke, I got some lettuce. Using a little shots of lettuce to chop up the cocaine. I ain't put on the stem with it. I want to cut your finger again now. Don't buy no bagged lettuce, my dude. My girls, my chicks, my non-whores. I don't talk to y'all bitches. Cause you got a mouth and it's a big one and you could talk your goddamn self. Hey, do you need some ass? Nah, I'm cool. Thank you for asking. Ugh. I didn't ask you to say thank you. Just ask the question. Right, hey, Shivery. Ah. Yes, I want you to take me down to the movies and all that. How much is that? It's like, hey, yeah, you got a PayPal. That's it. Hey, I'm not exchanging nothing with you. You got a PayPal, huh? Give me your email address. Are you talking about beforehand? Well, it would only been 200% out of that 1%, because when you put 200% on 200%, and people say, hey, I want to be able to put my 2 cents and keep it there. Hey, I got a factory, I'm making ice cream. Then somebody says, hey, I bought most of your stocks. I want to walk through the ice cream factory and eat. Now I'm going to throw up in your ice cream. Now I'm complaining because stock prices had dropped. Have you ever drove a car off the lot and thought about depreciation? It was like, now we already drove it around the lot. Let me get that discount, huh? Because when I bring it back, depreciation is already devalued the car. Uh-oh. So this the same one, huh? Depreciation, huh? Lord knows how many asses done sat in this one. You're the first one today. Ugh. Today. You said today. Am I gonna get commission? You gonna get commission. Bam. That'll be the hardcore part, right? Bam. I'll cut you a $7,000 deal and take a $3,000 commission. Yeah, nah. Comes out to 10 G's. Hey. On the dot. Hey, you're fired. I'm going home with my commission, father. All right. Hey, you're fired. Somebody pick up the phone so I can fire them. Everybody outside on the lot cleaning or something. Something must be going on. He don't smoke cigarettes. No, I got the boom microphone on and shit. Just sitting here. No, I mix it with I degrade it with tobacco for a reason. So I could smoke. Yeah, it kills the pain, but shit, it also helps with the anger and shit. But you know how it is, you put somebody in a box for a couple of days. Now, it's not a logical box, but it's a motherfucking box. Ugh. It's usually in a square. You could have a vertex and line segments. You got to solve for the hypotenuse. Cause, I forgot. I don't even remember. It's been a week since I tried to learn trigonometry. You know, it's kind of crazy. You've been dead for like 38 years. You ever heard of a story? People went somewhere else, people died, and then people popped up looking like these people, acting like these people. The only thing that made it an issue was when it came to a DNA situation and the mitochondria or whatever fucking DNA that connects people as cousins, relatives, or whatever had no connection whatsoever, because these people wasn't our people, and these people was from another place, somehow look similar, and somehow, hey, face augmentations, the pigment, ugh. You know? Face mask, hey. You guys known me for so many years. Hey, you ain't the same person. Face mask. You'll get it when some Asian dude walks up to you and talks to you like this white guy. Ugh. How do you know about it? Ugh. Same face mask he used in the past, too. Cousin taught me. Then this person popped up in a face mask and bat the shit out of me. Katana popped out of nowhere, cracked him in the jaw. His face did not flutter, pack, tap, move. I was a kid. It's kind of hard trying to explain stuff when you have a limited vocabulary. Then on top of that, when you do got a vocabulary, we'll just tap you in your nose and make you forget it. Hey, I'm just saying, I didn't have a runny nose until after it. Now when I get sick, it snot bubbled. Have you ever seen some slime in a tube? In a snot bubble? Was it snot bubbling before that hole was in the tube? Hey, your kids was running around having fucking fun. They went to school and all of a sudden they just sit there. Now they're a waste. This is some weird shit. Hey, we need the medical records. Then on top of that, we got the right to give them congenital warts or whatever the fuck, because they've been suffering from the days of kissing booths. Then here's another one. Future time comes. Let's suggest a fair. Hey, kissing booth. But for some reason, somebody's gonna remember this is that nasty female. Ugh. Participation, or you don't get to kick it. So you just got to eat dust in order to get an A in the class, huh? Then it was even more weird. You could do homeschooling truancy. And that after you was enrolled. Let's think about black law and fertility. Animals tend to have multiple kids at once. Hey, dogs grow up early. I'm saying it the truth that that seems to be relevant because obviously I didn't know who you was until I found out who you was. But I noticed from an animal that's born from another animal in different generations, they will look for that hand to get petted. Then you're just around, but I don't like you. Ugh. Then you're just around, I don't like you, and you think, hey, I'm the only one you know. Then on those lucky occasions, we just happen to pull up at the food shop. I'm missing, and they're the ones looking for me. Right. Other worst case scenario, hey, here goes your food, it's for free, go. Right, we gotta understand the definition, right? Hey, won't you spell this word? Bam, you won the spelling bee while I practice spelling it. I don't know the definition of it. Then on top of that, you graduated college. Somebody said, I'm gonna write a book. You gotta pay $3,000 for it, and or you don't graduate. Oh. While in school, going to classes in the same situation. I'm trying to recoup my $1,000 for his book, plus take 1,000 home. Then other people, they don't figure it's a problem. They just say, shit, when I'm there, I'm gonna do that. And then apply that science from the past. Then whatever you did, just think about what possibly could happen to you in that position or whatever. Until the desperate people pop up, I don't even care. I seen it happen, I'm doing it, and it worked. Right? So many buses, then all of a sudden somebody beat the shit out of a bus driver and then put on the suit and drive around. Then 2 years later, hey, nobody said nothing, nobody did nothing. They pull up at the same bus stop, there's still a stink and the person's still there. Nobody called the cops, nothing. And then you go to their home, boom, cops is there instantly. Now after what we did to y'all, I didn't want to feel unsafe. Somehow, all the people that used to be here disappeared. Wrong people got in, transferred the wrong people, right? Hey, what's up? We the reserve. We don't want to kick it with you. We don't want to save you. We don't want to help you out. None of that shit. Where's everybody else at? Oh, we transferred to another place. The old switcheroo. I would like to see them rules. So when somebody says no, I could be like, let me call this number. Yeah, one of your people is saying no. Well, they're not supposed to do that. I advise you to go over there and tell them why they got their pistol drawn. All right. All right. I just got a question. Start running. I'm not going through this shit. What are you doing over here on the reservation? Hey, coming over here. They go right to the edge of it. Hey, y'all can come over here. Come on. Nah, we cool. It's the check. We had to, why you move? No, we ain't paying you no check, huh? Get over here. Talk to me, huh? Oh, worst case scenario. Hey, post-traumatic stress syndrome off the airsoft thing. Because it would have been him. Like a fucking video game with the mask on. Overwhelming. That'll just be them practicing, learning how to try to kill people with sonics. That's like 250 dB right there. Gotta get a piece of paper that ain't gonna rip and fly it home. Try to left, right. Right, that was basically for the people that just wanted to shoot and wanted to feel comfortable, man. It was like, hey, they look like real bullets and can shoot all the time and nobody's dying. Compared to those people that's like, I'll kill myself. Somebody gotta sacrifice. Hopefully everybody was like, boom, he's gone, let's go. They just went back to normal. Look at they walking on water again. It was like, weren't they just walking on that same piece that seemed you walk on and just fall? Not the nasty ones with the warts and shit that was taught by somebody. And how the fuck did Okacongo pop up out of nowhere? Since Oklahoma and Congo seem to be some of them people. That means Belgian people is over there, huh? And that also means, oops. This is why these people probably aren't there. Oh, you know who the fuck they are. The ones that ain't there. It's a beautiful place. It's lovely. It's like, hell no, I ain't never going back. Shit, after what I did, it's never gonna catch me again. You know how worse it is. Hey, we here. What? We looking for that one right there. Plumberry sex.